Hello world and good morning. Today I want to talk about spinning plates. I have never done this myself, but you've probably seen or heard of the idea anyway of someone spinning plates on tops of sticks. If you haven't, go look it up. It's pretty incredible to watch. And I want to talk about how that is a better example of keeping things going and balanced in your life than juggling. Right? Sometimes people talk about the idea of, I have too many things to juggle. Right? It's an expression we have here in the United States. Well, the idea of juggling, what that brings to mind is you have to keep everything in the air at once, and you're giving as much attention to every single ball, because as one ball comes through, you have to throw it up, and then the next, and the next. And you're just always keeping everything in the air. I like the idea of the spinning plates better. And this isn't my original idea. I can't remember where I first saw it. But the idea is, with the multiple spinning plates, as you get one spinning, it then will keep spinning for a while while you give attention to the next one. And then you get that one spinning. But then you might need to go back to the first one and give it a little extra push. So it will keep spinning. But then you can go to the next one. So over time, you can add more plates. At some point, you'll reach a limit of how many you can go back and give a little push. But I really like this example because in your life, you may be able to accomplish 10 things at the same time. With juggling, you say, oh, that's like juggling 10 balls. But then with juggling, you have to give the same amount of attention to every ball. For too many years, I thought that's how you had to do it. To do 10 things, or maybe not 10, say, right? Being a parent of each child, you got 2 kids, it's 2 balls. You got your work, another ball. You got your relationship with your wife that should be above all else. 4 balls. Make that 2, it's 5. It's an important one. Right? You got a side project, you got school. 7 balls. Well, okay, I'm already getting close to 10. There's definitely more that you could add in there, right? You might think, I have to give them all equal time and attention, or at least equal importance. But I found that really, it's not like the juggling with the same amount of attention to each ball, each area of your life. It's the spinning plates, where right now, one of them needs your attention more than anything else, right? Right now, you need to pay attention to your wife or your child or your work, right? In every moment, there's one that needs you most. And you could say, oh, that's like with the juggling, you got the one ball, it's the one in your hand right now that you're about to throw up. Well, yeah, sure. But then you throw it and it's gone, and the next one gets the same amount of attention as that last one did. With the plates, yeah, you have to go back to each one to keep them spun up. But to start, to add the new plate, you have to give it the most attention. Right? You have to go in and you have to get it spinning and make sure it's good and pay it the most attention as you put it up there. So that is like, say, starting a new career. When you move to a new house, when you're starting a side business that you want to someday be your full business. As you start that business, as you start that course, it may need to be the one and only thing you're giving your attention to for quite a while relative to the others, right? You're giving it the most time. And that is what I found is a more accurate representation of balance in our lives. Balance doesn't mean the same amount of time to everything. It means the proper amount of time for everything. And that might not be the same for everything and then for every moment. Tomorrow, the thing that needs the most attention may not be the same as yesterday. It may not be easy to keep all the plates spinning, everything going. But as you do keep them all spinning, right? You'll find over time you get better at it. Sometimes some will fall, and that happens. Plates will break. Sometimes you'll screw up and you'll miss something in life. You lose a job or you lose a relationship. But plates can be replaced or repaired. You can pick it up and keep moving. And it can be very easy for one plate falling to cause others to fall as you try to catch the one. Right? There's a lot of ways this analogy can go. And I want you to think about it sometime, how it applies in your life. But the important thing for today, right, is that idea where balance isn't the same amount of time, the same every day. Okay? Think about what today's most important thing is and focus on that thing while still giving attention to everything else in its proper time and place. It will look different for everyone. It will look different for every situation. And that's the point. Don't go about like I did for too long, thinking that to get everything right, you had to schedule out the same amount of time for everything every day, and that was the only way to get it done. No. Be flexible. Be adaptable. Be ready to take on what the moment needs of you. Okay, so that's my invitation. I want you to think on that. Think about what needs you most today, right now. Maybe you've been putting all your time into your career. It's time to put some time into your family. Maybe you've been letting your career aside. It's like, oh, I'm fine where I am. Maybe you need to put aside some time. Sit down with your family and say, look, I need to spend a few months really digging into this thing to level up my career, get me ready for the next thing. That might be what you need to then have even better opportunities with your family later, where you get to spend more time with them or have more resources to provide for them, right? What do you need right now? It's more important than everything else. Think about it. Write it down. Do something about it. Okay? See you in the next one. Bye for now.